This video is going to go over what are appropriate sources that you can use for your citation assignment. There is a video out there about the citation assignment itself. This is supplemental, and so it's going to define for you what exactly is an appropriate source. First, a source has to be scholarly, which means it needs to have a reference list or citations at the end of it. It needs to provide some sort of research or some sort of evidence as to what's being presented. It needs to be available full text. I need to be able to find it, and you need to be able to find it. So that's full text completed, not like an abstract. And then all of the sources need to be related to each other somehow. They're going to assist you in answering your question because you have a question that you're working off of. So you want material that will help you answer that. For this assignment, you need 2 articles. So what can you not use for those 2 articles? You can't use magazines, you can't use newspapers, and you can't use books or book reviews. What you can use are peer-reviewed scholarly articles, and that means they have to come from a journal, and part of what you're doing there is you're finding evidence. So again, that reference list is important, and then a methodology is important. You need 1 book. You cannot use an opinion piece book, and you cannot use a reference source. So it can't be an encyclopedia or a dictionary or a directory or a handbook. What you can use is a scholarly source. So again, think about a book that has an index and a reference list attached to the end of it, so that when you flip to the back, you can see what pages your information's on. Think about that type of source, and that's going to be the source that you can use for your book. You're going to need 1 website. So with the website, you cannot use an article from an online archive. That has been printed previously, which means it's an article that goes into your article tab. So you also can't use a magazine website. So if you're thinking about Ebony, you can't use that magazine. So you've got to use something else. You also can't use an encyclopedia website, so no Wikipedia. What you can use is an organization. So make sure that the organization is a professional organization or a scholarly organization. So think government, think professions. You can use a blog as long as they provide supporting evidence. In other words, they have to have a reference list. If they don't have a reference list in their blog, then it's just an opinion piece. You can use a museum website. You can also use a government website.